might be the death of me. Chains might be the death of me. Brains might be the death of me. Rain, it might be the death of me. Might be the death of me. Hey, turn me up. You see it be like that. Give free game, then I'll be right back. Your history is fake, I'ma rewrite that. Everybody got a gift seat, me I rap. And me I'm captain, got 3 eyes tapped in. Highest pilot, watch me fly past them. I gotta aim, I'ma seek my passion. I got a lane, I'ma keep my ass in. I got self-love, I got self-respect. Call me introvert, I just self-reflect. I can't help but just wonder sometimes the present moments where I come to unwind. Under sunshine, my soul could unbind. The macrocosm of the whole is sublime. And if I lost it, then it might just cost it. Cause my sight's colossal and my flows could untie the golden bloodlines. When the chosen one finds, might be the death of me. Might be the death of me. Chains might be the death of me. Money might be the death of me. Yeah. Drip check, wrist neck. That's a whole lot of ice, you ain't slipped yet. Take control of your life, nigga, invest your best interest. Your vice got a price, niggas in that twice over. Karma, life's legit is the right slogan. Cause even if life was a bitch, should be on the tip of a nigga dick till the night's over. What? The mic cobra clutch, cold like ice over crust, bold like Mike over Russ, you know what's up. You are now rockin' with the chosen ones, brain like a loaded gun. Cause if I blast facts at a nigga on a track and he can't clap back, he's supposed to run. What am I gonna do when I got enough shots for the world? Guess my time will approach and come. Instead I meditate, talking money, you can bet I resonate. You dead, I shed the weight, my head is straight. Feel like a god in this present day. These rappers are mortal, so don't believe the hype. This that flow to give you dopamine a spike. This that flow to make them know what freedom's like. Hocus pocus, hope you cope and see the light. Yeah, bag it up in the trap weed. Bag it up. If yo bitch in the cut, I'ma bag it up. My wrist on walk, and my bag is up. If he try and violate, we gon' tag him up. I can see the hate, got him mad as fuck, never satisfied. Need a crib by the lake with a bad chick, and she got cake, she'll back it up. I got no time to parlay, unless it's big checks or parlays. I've been rich, it's not far away. Light the spliff and I stargaze. Consultation with the constellations. They said the world was in a dark phase. It got me desperado for protection. Carry big strap in a guitar case. She ain't a slave to the bands, even though they make her dance. He ain't a slave to the check, but wouldn't hesitate to take advance. See me, I need my independence. I ain't signing deals or shaking hands, unless it's record distribution. I got major plans to expand. All I know is make a bag, spend some dough and make it back, make it stack. Flashback of being broke, seeing smoke.
What up, y'all? Give me a sec.
Hope a tree of dope and I'm soaking it. Absolutely the most of all my vehicles. I need to see
my full potential. Yo, back to back, yes sir. What's up, everybody? Pure Life Sykes. Is it a Penguino? What's going on, man? How y'all doing? I had to stream, man. I think I have a lot to say about, like, mostly I guess the recent chapters of One Piece. I'm kind of mad at Luffy. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm a little bit upset. I'm not like, oh, this chapter is bad or whatever, but I'm like, Luffy. I'm so mad, but we're gonna talk about it. Morning work vibes. Yeah, I don't have work this today, so I can stream early on time. Yes, an early stream. I feel bad sometimes because honestly, very recently, I guess the United States became the place where most people watch my content, but like right after that's the UK, and I'm like, yo, I'll be streaming when like they're asleep. Like I gotta do better. So but yeah, welcome. Hope y'all have a good day. I want to talk about the chapter very, very quickly. But first of all, yo, I'm mad at Luffy, man. I hear echo. Is that me? I'm upset at Luffy. He came on his white gimmick, like some Tower of God shit. Like he came, he spammed all of his greatest attacks, and then he has no mana left. Like, this is literally, like I said in my live reaction, this is literally the equivalent of you, like, all right, yo, I'm going through this boss fight. full HP, full meter, and instead of managing like your MP bar, you just spam and burn through all of your best attacks immediately. And yeah, you did damage. The boss took a hit, but at like what cost? Like what cost? Like now you're like not immobile, but I'm like, bro, did you really just do that? I know like it's not lost on me that these are Yonko, so it's like, could he even afford to hold back? Like you gotta go all out type beat, but damn, when he deflated, I was kind of like, come on, bro. You know, it's just a small thing. It's not me like critiquing the chat like that. At least gas in here to count from 10. and that reminds me to say this real quick, because according to Oda, from the first time he deflated from Gear 4th, he didn't actually need anyone to quote unquote carry him around or whatever. Like he was always capable of moving after it. The true drawback of Gear 4th is because he's pushing his hockey to the limits on top of inflating his muscles or whatever, he literally can't use hockey for about 10 minutes. And that's when we learned that hockey is finite. You know, it's not infinite. Like, you can run out of it. Everybody has a pool of it, and probably the more control you have of it, the better you're going to be able to manage it. What I was kind of thinking a little bit was, or maybe hoping was that through his experiences and getting his hockey better in the 2 weeks, I thought that maybe with his better control over it, he was going to be able to either stay in Gear 4th just longer in general from start to finish, because I don't remember the time frame exactly. I want to say maybe at first he was in it from give or take half an hour to like 45 minutes. If someone knows like the exact time he initially kind of used it when against Dofi, remind me. I don't remember. But I was hoping maybe he can extend it just a little bit longer. So that was just like me going like, Luffy, you ape. He just came and you started wailing on him. Like first round in the UFC fight, you just go balls to the wall. And now you're just, you know, you're tired as hell, like, because you have no energy left. But it is what it is. Just hoping there's no line that he says he can use tomorrow's hockey today. Like, hey, hold on. That was a bar from Natsu, low key. That was a bar. He said, yo, if you tired today, call upon tomorrow's energy. It's fire. No, I'm kidding. But I need to pull the chapter up because it seems that Luffy was. I don't know if you guys can tell or not. If I'm just maybe I can't tell. Is there anything visually distinct that's letting you know that he's using his advanced Ryoyu? Like, I felt like with his first attack, Red Rock, for some reason, I don't know if it's the way he drew the aura around the hand, or when it hit Kaido it kind of went into flames or something. It looked like he used like the Ryoyu he had learned from Hyo and stuff in that initial hit. But I actually can't tell like after the fact, like, is he just hitting him hard enough to hurt him, or is he incorporating that hockey too? I want to assume he's incorporating it, but I think Oda needs to make these things visually identifiable. But yeah. Send me the link when you want to talk about Hero. I mean, you could just hop in and I'll hop into Discord, so you could just chill out for a sec. But yeah, the chapter was good. These last 2 chapters have been cool just because of the straight combat, because it's kind of what I needed, and I like that he's focusing solely on the Big Mom and Kaido versus the worst generation stuff for the time being. I think it's gonna change it's gonna change sooner rather than later. I think now we might transition. I thought that the title threw me off initially the night reflecting on a go board, but then later on, or I got you East, and later on when we saw CP0 playing with the like the chess pieces and stuff, I'm like, okay, I kind of get it. We're watching the fight through kids' eyes. That's why we can't tell Luffy's using advanced Ryoyu. I don't know about that. Who's calling me? Yo, I'm busy, man. I busy. Don't call me now. I don't know, but I guess, you're right in the sense that when he was wailing on Kaido, it looked like everybody was like just in awe, like looking, like even Big Mom, and they're like in awe. But what was kind of cool is that him like deflating did remind me of Sabaody after they all like attacked. They did like initial attacks on the Marine, and Luffy was like standing in his small form. And then he like obviously grew back into his regular size again. So I guess what I was hoping to some degree was that with this training, And this is my expectation. This is not me. This is not Oda doing anything wrong. This just means I misinterpreted what was going on. I thought he was gonna not necessarily take away the disadvantages of Gear Fourth, but I thought he would mitigate it. Maybe maybe I would have felt a little better even if it was like, Olago's Luffy can't use hockey for 10 minutes, and Luffy says nah 5. Like to show him, because I feel like with his improvement of hockey, his control should get better. So in Gear Fourth, when he's constantly using it, maybe he can scale it back, or even pushing it to the limit, would it burn him out as much because he's gotten so much better at using it? I don't know. Maybe I'm just overthinking it, and it's one of those simple things that you don't need to overthink in a battle shonen, but it is what it is. I'm hoping that Kid is gonna. I'm hoping that with Luffy taking a back seat now, I hope that they don't have to protect him, like in the sense that I just dodge and evade for 10 minutes while they fight. You can't hurt anyone. Maybe you'll try to throw some attacks out there, but you can't use hockey. So I don't want Zoro to have to be carrying him the whole time. That I'm not looking forward to seeing. That's not it. But yeah. Shit. I lost my train of thought. But like, if this is the opportunity for the other 4 to now take like the forefront in the battle, so like you're gonna see Kid and Law take a lead, take charge, Killer and Zoro kind of do their thing too, then I'm okay with this, because then this gives them a chance to show off before Luffy's back into action, because he's kind of the show stealer, the showstopper, so he's gonna steal all the limelight in that sense. So I'm gonna need Kid to go stupid versus Kaido hybrid for him. Yeah, like part of, because y'all know that I want him to go on some Magneto and manipulate the electromagnetic spectrum type beat. I might just be thinking way too hard about it because of all the things you can truly do with the power of magnetism. Like how Magneto could choke people from across the earth. Like if I'm wearing an all gold necklace and he trying to choke me from like miles away, he can sense that and choke me. He could summon shit from meteors from space and what. Obviously the electromagnetic spectrum. But what I was thinking of, like with Punk Rotten, he's in a bigger Gundam cockpit type thing, and I feel like it's giving him incredible physical, like maybe toughness and like attack power, if you will. But I don't feel like he's particularly mobile in it. So what I was thinking, like, if it would be cool, and this is all scrap and junk metal. So I'm just trying to find ways that Oda can really do something creative with Kid's ability. So I'm thinking, what if he has like better metal on him somewhere, like, refined metal or some metal that maybe is rare or something. Could he coat himself in like some type of Iron Man suit that's more sleek, more compact, not big in nature, which would augment all of his physical abilities, almost like Gear 4 does? Like, that would be cool, because we see that he can pull and push himself towards things with magnetism as he flew towards the ship. So maybe with that, he can actually start using the power of magnetism to repel and, attract himself all around the field really quickly. I'm kind of thinking in a way that Luffy constantly has to bounce in Bound Man. Maybe the way that Kid has to move is like polarity. It's like moving with attraction and repulsion. I don't know. Again, I could just be overthinking it. And it's just like, no, he's just gonna make big metal arm and punch and shit like that. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm trying to like Kid, and I need him to do more. That Dragon Twister was cool. I liked Zoro. Kaido just be trying to eat people. How does that work? Like, does he like taste them when he goes back into his regular form? How does he digest them? Like, he just kind of ate Luffy. I like that Zoro actually cut him with Odin, and he was able to truly identify, oh, this is Odin's sword. Okay, that's why it can cut me and stuff. I imagine the Zoro faction and anti-Zoro faction went crazy around those lines, and they're probably doing the most to hype it or devalue it. I'm just taking it at face value. It was a fucking cool scene. I expected him to cut Kaido with the sword. I'm fine with it, but the Dragon Twister Gale of Destruction, that was clean. Let's talk about CP0 for a little bit, because that was something else that I thoroughly enjoyed. But seeing them talk about, first of all, it seemed like they I don't want to say they planned this, but they expected this, like with Doflamingo not holding the reins of all the Yonko kind of back, and now in the new world, in a sense, anarchy ensues because of what happened. You could think of it as a gatekeeper in a lot of ways. CP0 came to do whatever that probably had to do with Wano and Odin and whatnot, but they are big chilling in there, sipping on tea, talking that cash. Like, this is going as I expected. What's up, Pat? As I expected. Pat, if you want to hop in, you know what? I'm gonna hop in the Discord if you want to hop in and talk a little bit. If you're chilling, you don't have to. And then, but Kaido's dragon form really got that final boss feel to him. Yeah, low key. Okay, I'm in Soul King SoundCloud, so you guys can just hop in if you want to hop in. But yeah, Kaido's dragon form really got that final boss feel to him with all his abilities. Yeah, that's true. I feel that. I don't know. I'm having a good time though. Like, it's very fun. But CP0, yeah, like they're talking about like a dramatic shift. Like, yo, they want pirates to take each other out. Like, that makes sense. That's all fine and dandy. That's consistent with what the world government wants. But it almost feels like this is going according to plan to them. So it's like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna get involved? Because they're like, wow, to think that we'd have to ally ourselves with these samurai and these pirates to take out like Kaido and Big Mom. So it's like, are they going to get in on the action? What's with that one guy who's always holding the goddamn mask? Like, bro, I'm not having a mask I have to hold like this, B. Put that shit on, or like don't. But the actual title of the manga chapter came into full circle when you saw them like playing with the chessboard and stuff, and they were going through all the numbers and stuff. We got to see Beppo, Sashi, and Penguin just a little bit fighting on screen. I was hoping we'd see Heat and Wire, unless I missed them. I don't think I did. If I missed it, let me know. I was looking to see if Heat and Wire would be shown as well, because Kid had mentioned that him and Killer got separated from them, and I would like to see them do a little bit. But I think what we're going to probably switch to now for a little bit, we might get like an extra scene or two or panel or two of what's happening with Kaido, because I don't think he's going to show his hybrid form immediately. I almost half expect Oda to show them all defeated, and Kaido was like, oh, I got a little serious and this is the result, boring type beat. I don't know. I'm kind of conditioned into Oda kind of doing things like that. However, if we at least switch away, I don't think we've seen high before in the next chapter, but if we switch away to see like who's who versus Jinbei, because that is a matchup I'm very excited for. I'm actually very excited to see Frankie versus Sasaki, I believe his name was, with the Rhino Fishman guy, because I don't know, Frankie's like that solid role player, that guy on your team you always know is gonna give you, like, 13 and 10 in the 20 minutes that he plays, kind of tight beat. Like, I always like Frankie because I feel like he plays his role. He never disappoints me. Oda is wild as fuck if he shows them all beaten. Yeah, I know, but like that, but like you low-key can't put it past him to do something like that. So I hope he doesn't. I hope he's taking this part of the Wano very seriously, and knowing that we're gonna want to see as much of the battle as humanly possible. So we hope to see that. I do like that they were talking about how if they don't take out Kaido's top executive, so that's going to be the Calamities or the All-Stars on top of the Flying Six, these guys don't stand a chance. They're going to start losing their numbers like flies. So it's almost like a race against time. So if you want to save the quantity of subordinates and subjects you have fighting for you, taking out these top commanders are going to be your priority. So I do hope that we get to see Jinbei and who's who at least, because he had that one line talking about, I've seen you back in the day. I don't know if it's going to be as important as it is, but yeah, at work, coming through to say what's up, have a good stream. Yeah, all right, man, I appreciate it. I know I don't usually see him around this time. I know people are at work, but I'm not today, so I had the time to do it. I want to talk about the chapter, but I appreciate you stopping by, Abdel. But yeah, let's see. I don't know if you guys think CP0 is going to get involved at all. Let me know what you guys think. But Kaido and Big Mom seem to be having a little bit of fun. But yeah, my biggest thing in the chapter from like a quote unquote. Oh, Law, by the way. Law caught me off guard too. I did not see that nigga teleport towards Big Mom with the counter shock. Like, bro, I'm becoming more and more of a Law stan by the chapter. I don't know what's going on. And I want to like Kid, but Law had no. This is what I was trying to make clear in my ranking video about Law. Like, Law can always do something. He's never out the game because of his ability and how cerebral he is and whatnot. He can always help. He can always do something. He's never just out the fight. So even if you don't think he quote unquote got physically stronger and better at hockey and this and that and the third, and you think Dolphy's stronger than him, at the end of the day, because of his ability, he's still kind of a cheat code. So it is what it is. But all right, let me summon East for a little bit so we can talk a bit of chapter 300 of My Hero. And then, because I thought that was a good chapter. Then when Pat comes back in, we'll finish off the discussion for the One Piece thing. But we'll talk a little bit of My Hero for a bit. I thought the chapter was good. So this is kind of Isto Blue. Yes, sir.
Nayo Giri. I got my beard. I got my long nose. I got my belly out.
But yeah, maybe laughing if you're laughing. But okay, so this is kind of your warning. If you didn't read the My Hero chapter, I'm gonna talk about it for give or take 15 minutes. So read it quickly, or then come back or not.
If you need the chapter, it's in the Discord under Goat Hero Academy.
There you go.
It's under there, and you just go in there and it's in there.
Y'all changed my name from Mirio? How dare y'all?
No, because I think Badger changed that shit at one point.
I know. They some tyrants. But yeah, that My Hero chapter was really good, wasn't it? Like I thought it was incredible. Let's talk about it. I mean, seeing the Hero Society's downfall slowly but surely, like correct me if I'm mistaken, that one part where Wash came through, right? He came too late. Like the civilians had already dealt with what happened, right? So they're like, bro.
Yeah, they had class. They took out the Cider Boys because I don't know if you remember. Glasscom probably put the note in the chapter that those Cider Boys were right before the NBA chapter. The NBA arc was confirmed.
Oh shit! Okay.
Like remember when Bakugo and Todoroki had just got their license, and All Might was like, wait a minute, and they pulled out. Those were the same niggas they took down in that chapter.
And they broke out, right?
They broke out from Scion prison. All for one was doing what he was doing, which was the point to create these niggas not give a chance to rest. So like, my Shigaraki and them arrested.
Where is the? Sorry, give me 1 second. Let me just move. No, sorry, keep talking. I just wanted to move my thing up. I can't see the chat, and I just realized why. I'm OBS.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so basically, those niggas are. That's why All for One was talking. He busted everybody out overnight. Like, they needed to do that shit right then and there, so that not only do the heroes can't get on their trail or their tail, is that like now society you seeing why, because like you said in the beginning of the chapter, now they got all these villains before people can even wrap their head around the fucking massacre that happened from Maki and Shigaraki and doing everything they did. Now they don't get a chance to breathe because you got fucking villains running around loose. And you seen last chapter, heroes left half the fucking city. Like some regular average smaller town has no heroes at all. And it like watch that, it's escalating throughout the entire country, nationwide.
I'm about to say, I thought my Discord didn't tweet out that I was thinking, but like, yeah, like you're really seeing the aftermath of what happened, like, because I think some people only associate like quote unquote stakes or with death, and it's like, no, you're seeing how society itself is being affected by the heroes, quote unquote, winning, if you will, but they didn't really win because they didn't accomplish what they wanted to accomplish. And with what happened with Endeavor's family, literally society is blaming him. Like, this is his fault. Like, they need an outlet of their rage, and now it's Endeavor. Like, he is really, really learning what it means to be the number one hero in so many facets. So it's something he wanted, and he didn't get it the way he wanted to. But Jesus Christ, he's learning of what the burden is of being like the star player. It comes, you get a lot of praise and success when things go right, but as soon as things go wrong,
it's all you.
It's on you, bro.
It don't matter if somebody else fucked up. Well, why didn't you cover for his ass? Why didn't you do this to make up for his mistake? What he was lacking.
And I always find that it's really crazy that like, as soon as he was really trying to be a better man and what stuff, there's a lot of the things that bit him in the ass from his like heroic duty standpoint was how shitty he was as a family man, like his family life, is ultimately what's derailing his hero career now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
and it's so funny because
he's in his Kyrie
he
arc.
was.
What's up, Coogan?
It's so funny because he was literally a better hero than All Might. All Might was just more happy, praised that he just had that ultimate strength that could never be touched, not once.
And
You know what I'm saying?
he did probably did like
But
the PR stuff better and
yeah,
like
yeah.
talk to the press
He did
better
that.
and things like that.
That's what Denver was talking about during a media course when Bakugo and Todoroki and then when the guy Inasa and the other girl they were getting their license. They were doing their little course thing to get their license with Gengorka.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, and they were having that conversation. He was like, yeah, he was like, if I wanted to be the friendly, go lucky, do all that shit, I would have been like that. But that's not my MO. That's not what I'm about.
Mm-hmm.
Because Endeavor solved more cases than anybody, even All Might. It's just that All Might is All Might. He's never faltered. You've never seen All Might sweat not once. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he's always friendly, smiling, putting that shit on his back.
He's embodying all of the parts of like being a hero. Like Endeavor kind of just does the job and doesn't particularly care about all the other theatrics. But when it comes to what's up, Wingy? When it comes to like the press and keeping people's morale mad high and stuff, he's had to learn that like almost recently, which is kind of crazy though. But we're not geeking out enough about how Wash talked this chapter. Yo, Wash was out here washing, yo. Yes, sir.
What am I dealing with?
Yes, sir. What's up, Nat?
Man. Yo, that One Piece chapter was fucking wild, eh?
Yes, sir. It was.
Bro, are you guys talking about One Piece or you guys are?
We're talking about it's a My Hero and One Piece stream right now, but you can sound off your thoughts real quick. My bad, East. I know you want to talk about.
Oh, ain't no problem at all.
Widget's in the chat.
You can go.
He said what up.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, Wingy's in the chat? Oh, it's us. Hey, that was good, yeah. Anyway, CP0 being there makes shit different.
It does.
I just don't like how Luffy keeps. Yeah, it changes everything. I just don't like how Luffy keeps going down. I know, like he does that for Gear fucking Forest. I don't like that part. And that's the reason why I don't play him Admiral or Yonko level because those guys, their stamina is different.
Okay,
that's what really puts people. Pardon?
I understand. You're saying that when he's in that mode, he can hang with them, but the fact of the matter is he can't sustain it for long enough.
He can't sustain it for very long time. Like Akainu and Hoji did be fighting for 10 days. Mm-hmm. You don't think they're pulling out everything? Like they can't be stopping for 10 minutes or have a man's carrying them. Like Luffy's exhausted. Mm-hmm. To me, I understand that, but it's just like he has to do better. I know he's gonna come out in the next form, mm-hmm. And but it's just like that to me is whack. I don't put him on that level yet. But he's still my MC, he's still the goal. But like he's gonna get up there just now. But that chapter, holy, it's just what it's doing. He's doing justice, bro. There's no, my goodness, hands throwing. This is what we've been waiting for, bro. You know how long we waited for this? Yeah. Oh my gosh, dog.
But yeah, Wingy, that was literally what it reminded me of. Like he went into a boss fight, he had full meter and spammed all his special attacks until he had no meter left. And now, like, yeah, you hurt the boss, but now you have to fight the rest of the battle without your fucking mana.
He's doing bear cures, dog.
He's low key doing what White does. And thing, nigga will spam his 4 strongest attacks and then he tired. He can't do nothing.
Yeah, poor guy, but honestly, Zoro cutting Kaido was different. That was good because we needed the Zoro moment. I know a lot of Zoro stars out there, speaking their trash, but speaking for the man that really understand Oda's literature and how he's writing and doing everything, that's a big moment. Not even for the fans, just for the whole One Piece fan base, period.
And I like that. I feel like he's the one taking it the most serious. Because even when he got caught by Twitch, he was like, "Fuck, I let my guard down."
Yeah, he's up there still. Like, I have to get Zoro tatted on my chest, dog. Holy.
It is funny because like the discourse with Zoro is always this whole Sandy versus Zoro, and we're gonna anti-hype him. I'm like, bro, I'm just excited to see him out here doing what he's got to do. So. Exactly. It is what it is. Like I'm not with that whole discourse. I don't care, but like just seeing him here. But I know the comment about it being Enma. People are like it's not really him. It's Enma. It's the sword. It's Odin. Blah blah blah. Like they're gonna do all that, but fuck all that, man. Zoro's out here doing his thing. And
honestly,
go ahead.
The way I look at that, it's like this. So say a man gives you a maxed out account on a fucking on a game. Example would be this. 'Cause I know Wingy is watching. I'm gonna just use this. Say a man gives you a challenger level account in League of Legends, okay, and you're in a lane. You're in a solo lane, mid lane. Wingy understands what I'm talking about. So you're in that solo
Elo,
lane.
gank, ADC, jungle, something like that. Something like that.
You're an idiot. So yeah, you do all that, you get that account, and then it's ranked up high, but you're trash. You can't say Zoro's only getting that part because think he can get. Emma's gonna give him the boost that the extra boost that he needs, but it's him using it. The weapon's only as strong as him.
Yeah,
Clearly,
yeah. Like I said, like it is a power up, obviously, and it's because it's
for sure.
But at the end of the day, it comes with an incredible drawback. Like if you're not strong enough to handle it, it will just suck out your hockey, and then you're dead, right? To the point where like only Odin could handle this. Like I know his the sword he got from Kuina, I think somewhat offsets that a little bit. But at the end of the day, he had to learn and temper it and learn how much he can or wants to pull out from it with in terms of his hockey. Like he still has to somewhat master it and temper the sword the same way that Sanji still has to learn the ins and outs of the raid suit. So really they're the same thing as far as I'm concerned. But the Odin thing like coming out is what's bothering a lot of Zoro fans who want to really like wank him to the high heavens, and like they feel like Oda's cheapening Zoro's moments by constantly giving. But like, bro, you should have seen this coming the moment he got Enma. It's not. It's to me, it's
For
fine
sure.
though. And like I always said, yes, this is the first sword he's got with an ability. Like I know, like he has. I know. I think it's Yunabashi or whatever the fuck. The other one was really sharp. The one he got from the storekeeper. Then the one that was cursed, he said it was a problem child. Like it was cutting things he didn't want to cut when he was fighting the bounty hunters on Whiskey Peak. So you have to kind of temper it a little bit. But this sword though has an actual ability. But again, if I like, let's say like some random Joe Pig, like, I have a Mato now, they're getting all of their energy sucked out and they're gonna wither away, right? You have to be able to withstand that. So at the end of the day, it's still dope. It's still dope.
That's true.
So
But yeah, you guys can go in, man. Well, Sunday I'm still at work, so just going to say what up.
all right,
You know,
I appreciate
I'll
you.
see you soon, buddy.
All right.
Yeah. So one gone and another one comes in. Replace this spot.
All right, so we were talking. Me and East were talking about My Hero, and he jumped in to say what he had to say. But we'll go back to My Hero. But yeah, it's a balanced power up. Exactly. The one here and the one say Zoro got carried by the sword. You should, Wiggy. There's actually, I'm gonna send it to you later. There's a panel that Jay made where he deleted Zoro and it's just Enma, just Enma in the air. And it's like Enma instead of Zoro. It kept calling it Enma. But the back and forth that they go through is actually insane. It's super funny, but
And a wild pack.
yeah, a wild pad has appeared.
Hey, what's up? I'm gonna let y'all talk My Hero. And
Okay.
then
Oh, you can go ahead.
You
You
need
can
me.
go ahead and talk. You can go ahead and talk One Piece.
No,
okay.
let's finish what we were saying first, and then we could jump back to it. Cause
I don't know nothing about One Piece.
I mean, no, I was saying because we were talking about like hero society degrading and whatnot and everything. I think we're talking about Wash, but yeah, he got there too late, and we saw ordinary civilians and whatnot like just without combat.
Yeah, they're cussing his ass out, bro.
You're like, bro,
Jesus
they
Christ.
threw a fucking pan at that nigga. Like, yo, fuck you here for? You know what I'm saying? They done ransacked my shit. I don't have to fight this nigga with a big fork. Like, it's too late. Like, so.
Hey, man. This type of shit always happens. When anytime shit go bad and wrong, this is one reason that I'd say I would never be like an official hero part of an organization or nothing like that. And this shit always happens. Like being in an organization when it comes to something like this, honestly, in some ways, is one of the most restrictive things that you could be a part of. Because yeah, it has its perks, but at the same time, you gotta take 99% of the blame. And it's just like when you fight at villains, what the fuck you think gonna happen? Like shit gonna go wrong. You're not always gonna get there on time, and they are never gonna be 100% grateful or thankful for the shit that you do at the end of the day. Like. You can save 99 people, one person died, they looking at you. Oh, look at you. You let this person die. Look at you. You did this and that. Look, our building's destroyed. Man, my new car got beat up. Like,
It kind of
what
reminds
are you
me
supposed
of.
to do about that?
Like, I remember,
That's what I was trying to.
Go ahead.
What were you about to say?
I was gonna say that like reminds me a little bit of like, do you remember? But like, around the time when like one of the George Floyd things happened or whatever, I don't know, during the whole civil unrest. Not that it stopped, but you ever? I don't remember who said this. I want to say it was Kenny the Jet Smith. I don't remember it, but they was basically saying there's like certain jobs that you don't get to be bad at it. Like you can't be like, oops, I'm a bad pilot. Like it was just I only crashed the plane once. You know what I mean? Like one mistake is the mistake. You don't like. It's like being a hero of this caliber doesn't allow you to be like, oh, yo, you just had a bad shooting game. Try again next game. It's like, no, people are dead because you didn't do your job properly or you didn't get here on time or whatever the case is, or property damage, structural damage, whatever. Like, there are certain jobs that you don't get to be bad at. You have to be good at it all the time, and the one time you're not perfect to near perfect, it's bad. It's bad for everybody, you know? So
like I was trying to explain to people, like, it's okay that, like I said, reactionary knee jerks. 295, the point. You see now, the point wasn't if the villains had won and stuck their foot down and had heroes on the back foot, people would have been combined with the heroes in order to take back society. But that would have been a problem too, because you don't have like, here people aren't supposed to be fighting, right? Now you have heroes have quit all around the fucking country. The Romans have dwindled down besides the niggas that's injured. So it's like, okay, now who the fuck is gonna protect us? We gotta protect ourselves. And Redestro, he put his merch on the street. Like he said in the other chapter, when he took out the commission, which is now on standstill, so the head honchos are fucking out of commission. You got the fucking little ant soldiers on the street. Half of your numbers going down there, and you still got villains on the street, and the police can't do shit. They still trying to abide by the law by not using their quirk, which is still stupid. So it's like, bro, they're down beyond too bad. So with Shigaraki, like I said before, not only were they injured before, but when Shigaraki strikes, they only had the numbers to do shit. And like, all you gonna have is untrained niggas that's gonna wipe out the entire town, just like they did just in the capital. Like this shit it's coming more and more and more. Cause like niggas, they don't give a fuck. You trying to help? You late? Well, I showed up late. They don't give a fuck about what you were trying to do, nigga. Uri Musha, he resigned. They're like, nigga, you should have committed seppuku instead. Like, that shit is done for these niggas, bro.
It's cool too because I felt like he showed human nature really well too. Where it was like he was like, damn, this shit getting kind of hard. All right, I'm finna be out. You know, like, like you know, with all the adoration and praise and the money and the claim that came with being a hero, sure I'm gonna take that. Whoa, niggas are dying and the press is blaming us. It's time to retire, bro.
Right,
like,
exactly. Right, they still human. They still human at the end of the day too. Because it's like it's something, bro. Like. It's one thing where like everything is fine, like there's always a risk in dying and stuff like that, yada yada. But let's be honest. As far as when All Might was there, it's for the most part been relatively peaceful. Now that he's gone and all this stuff is happening, it's just like you ain't guaranteed no more to still be living at the end of this. It's like it's time to go.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. It's funny you said that, man, because in the spinoff Vigilantes, which is a prequel, there were. I don't know if y'all remember, but like you remember Endeavor fought the other High and Noble Hood. Yeah, so his body, original body, was from a fighter from the Underground Fighting Club, which Rapper, the nigga that Kirishima and Fathom fought. That's where he came from, and that there was a flashback where they were talking about that. You seen those characters in the Underground Fighting Ring, and in that the niggas from the fighting ring had escaped. And it was like, bro, even All Might would have trouble with
took his pension and he dipped. Sorry.
He said what? He said what?
No, you said he took his pension and he dipped.
yeah. Oh God. So but all these fucking villains are bad guys. And like in 2 seconds, the nigga All Might swooped the shit up. Like literally, it was like in 5 seconds, All Might rounded up like 100 villains. It was like that was All Might. Like he said, I am not here. They see how they painted posters, like they don't care no more. Bro.
That was a Superman homage, by the way. That one I caught immediately with the statue having.
Yeah, you caught that, huh? You caught that.
Yeah. That was dope. I like that. But I think for Superman, it was they crossed over the S and put no hope or hopeless or something like that. But that was. But the All Might version of Hero says I am here, but I'm not here. So Superman, because his thing means hope. Hopeless. So I was like, oh, I see what you did there. I see it. I see the Superman. I see the vision. I see it.
You see it? You see my comic book king, man.
It was a good chapter though,
My
for real.
comic.
What did you think about him like low key like emotionally breaking down at the end? The family coming through and now the mom is there now, so like
Yeah, we were discussing. I know you're not in my hero community, but we were discussing already that we knew Ray and Endeavor were going to meet because people still think Endeavor is going to live, but Dobby isn't finished with Endeavor by far. Especially now going forward, he'll know everything like that they met. So when the next time comes around, Endeavor is there, like he's going to kill that nigga because he's going to see that Endeavor's already suffered already, you know. So next time he come around, like he's gonna be ready to murk that nigga. But right now, Horikoshi closing on the plot lines for these characters, because like they need before Endeavor would have died, like he would have died there. Him and Ray need to have a conversation. And now that their son is confirmed alive, now you have that. But I like how she came in and barred that nigga up. Like, yeah. Like he over there crying and broke it. They like, what the fuck you doing, cuz?
bro, when Todoroki opened the door, he's like, oh, he crying. he's like, he crying.
No, it made sense though, especially with. I mean, even if he didn't have the arcs that he went through, I still think it would have been really hard for him to deal with the fact that was his son. Because it's just like no parent wants to, have to potentially kill their own child or deal with them. So that was.
The only thing I felt like she said was cap is that they're carrying more guilt than him. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I did. I felt the same way as you. I said, nah, no way.
You could say they have regrets and guilt too, but more than Endeavor, that's cap.
I don't say. I said the man had a lot of. He'll never be able to make everything that he did 100% right.
Yeah,
He's
literally the
knows
catalyst
that.
for this. Like he understands how much this shit is self-inflicted. After a failure of this magnitude of learning his son became what he is, it just all started to hit him at the same time at his lowest. This is a very human reaction that I can appreciate, honestly.
Yeah.
For things like this, we usually wait for Viz because then the Viz clears up some like the wording a little bit more, and it'll probably like hit better or because it is just scans. So we usually wait for things like this that like the chapter always makes sense, but it's still a little off. It's usually fixed in the Viz more so.
Wingy, are you not? I feel like I'm spoiling Wingy. Are you not caught up? Yeah, all right. Let's just say, yeah. No, I don't want to spoil you. Like check back in like 10 minutes. We'll be talking One Piece again though, if you're around. But thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I don't want to spoil you on my hero, but yeah, my fault. It's in the title though. It said My Hero Chapter 302. All right, take care, man. But yeah, I don't know. I am excited for what to come. So I feel like all of those the slander and people were throwing at My Hero earlier, like now they just look goofy. This is why you don't have those knee-jerk overreaction. Just let some shit play out sometimes, man.
I told you, bro. 5 chapters later, and they look fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Wait until Shigenem actually strike though.
This is why I say with this manga, I say don't even try. I don't know why people try. This is definitely one of those mangas. Like at this point, like I don't even know why you try to predict when the shit's gonna happen because it's just like you don't know for sure. The guy moves at the beat of his own drum. Shit's gonna happen, but it's just not necessarily when you think it's going to happen. You're not. Exactly. It's not a manga you can't predict like that. So.
Yeah. And but now I'm saying like, and had he killed him earlier during that war, would not have been right. Would not have been right because you wouldn't be getting what you need to now with the entire family and him facing the full blunt force of his consequences.
I mean he likes writing this family though. You could tell this is like these are some of his favorite people to write in the series because
Hawk is standing an abuser. I'm no longer a fan of Hawks. I can't believe I'm literally shaking right now. Type B.
I don't know why people don't act like that's a human thing. Because like I mean, I can speak from personal experience that like having someone in your life that you kind of look up to or have like a lot of admiration for, and them doing something that you didn't think they were capable of doing something that is wrong. It's just very hard to all of a sudden completely 180 on them and flip on them like that. That's just not very human if you cared about that person. If you're able to do that because you didn't give a fuck about that person in the first place. But and I'm not saying that you don't acknowledge the shit that happened and stuff like that, but that doesn't happen like that.
Yeah, and there was a small nod like in the Endeavor agency when Hawks first pulled up on him. He was like, he seen how Shota was caring for his father, and he was like, yeah, my dad actually looked like he needed help for a split second. And that's why that note he made, he was like, I could tell it's not like that anymore. It's different than it was before. Like in the household. Like I said, panels don't get wasted. All that shit just come back around.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I like Hawks more now that I know he's the never stand. He's standing the right hero. I respect it. Now he's gone. He's gone up there. For me. I never really cared about him until now.
Hawks is. But at the end of the day, he's also still a hero. People want to just, I understand because they probably connecting it to their real life experience and stuff like that. Hey, once people have a tendency to do bad things, they just don't look at all the good stuff or the possibility for good or redemption or anything like that at this point. Like, I feel like back in like early 2000s, before the 2010s decade, we looked at more people and we wanted to believe more in second chances.
Precisely.
180 that, and that was just like, you done some fucked up shit, you're an evil, horrible person. That's just all it is. There's no humans are unfortunately not like that. It's complex. You can't just look at shit as black and white.
We spoke about this a little bit yesterday in the stream that we were talking about the video games, but it's very selective with these people because, these are the same type of people who would probably stand Aaron, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't get into that discourse when people try to overly analyze. He's a bad person. He hit his... Huh? Yeah.
It's funny you say that though, because I don't like Aaron at all.
I never did. I never did, and I never will. But
yeah, so it makes sense to me.
You know what that's so funny to me, and I love that fact, is that there's nothing, like y'all have quality taste, right? And it's so funny because it's just like there's no agenda against it. It's just like you don't like them, you don't stand them. Like, and it's so I'm petty, so it just fits to me like how they don't like them. So like people be like, well, I don't see what you see in this nigga. But then when you talk shit about their favorite series or their favorite goat, then they got an essay to write.
Yeah.
So that shit is funny. I got no agenda, and nothing. It's just like
the biggest thing about this community that makes me laugh is people cannot take what they dish out.
Ever.
At all. Like,
Absolutely.
As soon as it's your series or your character, immediate malfunction.
Bro, most recent thing in that is, I know y'all on Twitter, so most of y'all know, like, Shibuya Art, JJK, MHA, those niggas, those fandoms have been going at it for whatever reason, because one ended how everybody would like to, but the instant gratification, My Hero, as we know, long game. Not instant gratification like that, but that. So it's like, niggas, so the fandoms, it's just Shibuya Art, JJK, MHA, now everybody, those fandoms, now they're like comparing the two and going at each other, so like, niggas with, like JJK niggas with this MHA, right? But then when you say something flawed about the Shibuya Art, they feel like, nah, it was because of this reason. They didn't have a purpose. It's like, well, didn't you just ignore the purpose for this being in this fight in MHA? It's like, well, nah, it's like niggas always hypocritical. When it suits to their favor, then that's argument. When it splits back, it's not. So when it's in my favor, I'm giving a reason, right? But when it's not, when it's like, when you disagree with me, I'll just make it. That shit, niggas never shoot straight.
I did once see the argument, but he's a villain. That's what he's supposed to be doing. I'm like, that doesn't change that he's a bad person. You standing him, so. But I don't know. My bad if I sound mad louder, by the way, because I had to. My mic actually disconnected and I had to reconnect it to a different output. I know it's louder in that one, so if I sound way louder for some reason, that's why.
I don't be fucking care that much at the end of the day, because at this point I just got to a point.
I'm literally on my the Keanu Reeves thing that I seen. I'm at the point where like I don't even care. You say 1 plus is 5. All right, you're right. Have fun. Like, that's where I'm at. All right, but Pat.
Just look at it. Yeah, it's crazy. Go ahead.
All right, Pat. Tell me what you thought
All
about
right,
the
Pat.
chapter, generally speaking. How'd you feel about it?
Chapter?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Since we done with MHA, I'll let y'all be. Like,
All right, man. I think we should come in. We'll talk about it again on Sunday
okay.
when we do that
Appreciate
card,
you.
the Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah, all right. You're
All right. You're.
Dabby still stink? I'm not a Dabby fan, but hey, I like his reveal. But go ahead, Pat.
You know Jujutsu Kaisen chapter this week, so.
Oh shoot, that's true. I forgot. I totally forgot. I lied. No Sunday. Shit. No, I'll still be around. Shit. Go ahead.
No, that bro, Oda needs to relax. Like, he's doing shit out of routine. Like, normally when he'll drop a silhouette of a new form or something like that, you gonna see One Piece on break next week. That shit said no break next week. I lost all the feeling in my legs. Like, what are you talking about? Ah, man, what happened? This man Kaido pull out the Dragon Twister, and Zoro said I can do that too. And then Kaido was like, "Nah, I got bigger Dragon Twisters."
He said, "Nah,
damn.
nigga, Gale Force." I said, "Hey, yo." Yeah.
Then we got
He was
Sniper
snapping.
Pull, and matchups getting set up. The hybrid form. I need next week now. I need that next week now. I can't wait.
Do you think we're gonna see it
The
immediately?
hybrid form?
Immediately, I feel like he's gonna. I don't feel like he's gonna do the thing like he's gonna cut. Like I brought up the possibility of him cutting away to them all defeated, and he's like, I got a little serious, and the shit was boring. But I think for the time being, if we get a couple more scenes, 1 or 2 more scenes, I think we're gonna start switching to the Flying Six fights and matchups and stuff. I think he might switch to that for the next chapter. I don't know though. I'm actually shocked that he's kept this much focus on literally just this part for this long. But I felt like him transitioning into the CP0 thing and then talking about the other parts was him low key saying, I'm gonna step away from this for a little bit and then we're gonna see what everyone else is doing. I don't know how you feel about it though.
Yeah, I was kind of getting the same vibe. Like, okay, we've been here for a while. Now we got to check up on the rest of them, see what they doing. Because, like, was it 1001 drop? We thought 1002 was going to be, like, him going away from this.
Yeah.
Because he had that last panel with all of them, like, in their toughest forms going up against them. We didn't really think that 1002 was going to have them fighting. So I'm actually not even sure, like, what he plans to do. Like, he could switch in between, have Kaido show us the form, and then after that switch to the rest of them, to the rest of the executives fighting, or he could have the executives fighting first, then we see the form at the end of the chapter. It's a lot, bro. It's a lot.
You know what's funny? Because I got Wind Attack, CP0, and Kaido out of Dragon form. Very happy, man. It's crazy that Oda might potentially give us 4 chapters straight rooftop action. Yeah, that's true. That would be dope. The reason why I could see him deviating from the norm and actually we can get up to like 6 chapters of almost just staying on the rooftop because I feel like he's been waiting a long time to really dive into the crux of Wano and the battle between the new and old generation and stuff. Like, I could almost feel the excitement a little bit bleeding through the writing, the same way that Vince earlier mentioned that. Okay, what's up? I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm just gonna. But what you said about like you think that Horikoshi really enjoys writing this family, I can feel that. Sometimes I could feel when like an author really cares about something a little more than something else.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. You can definitely tell when they write certain people or certain characters because it always seems like the bar is up a little more than it usually would. Not saying they don't care about the rest of the work, but it's like they put just a little bit more, and I think that's human. I think everybody does that. I think everybody has their
for
favorite
sure.
characters and all that type of shit. They're like, he sees certain shit that he want to write about, and he want to write about this. So
I literally,
like
literally tying back to the other video game concept we had the other day, like, remember, Dream Drop Distance, my time playing with Sora and Riku are so lopsided, because when I'm playing with Sora, I'm like, oh, this clown foot ass nigga, oh boy. Then go to Riku, I'm like, okay, the darkness, let's go. Like, so it just be like that. The Gear 4 stuff surprised me. Me too. I'll speak on it in a second. I want to get the rest of Pat's thoughts first. But I must speak on it in a second. Actually, you know the axe stuff. I constantly forget is a thing until someone brings it up. I don't know. I don't care about looking at it through the 3-5 axe or whatever though. I just that's more for you guys. I don't
Oh wait, real quick. When do you usually do these One Piece streams? You just do them when the chapter drop, so every Friday, I guess.
I mean, I usually do a live reaction. I don't always do stream of discussion. I just wanted to today.
Oh, well, that's crazy. But the next time you do one of these, I'll be caught up.
Hey,
Yay!
yes sir. It's gonna be proper.
That's what
I'll probably do this more often because at least until TOD comes back. But see, what I'm thinking about doing is kind of doing it how Thing does it. But the problem is, I don't know. We'll see. I'll probably just stick with the Tower guy with that one. Like I'll probably live react now, and then just let you guys hop in and make a one video like I did a couple times instead of doing like two videos. But we'll see. But yeah, Pat, keep going. What else did you like about the chapter or not like?
I know you already talked about it with Nat earlier. He pretty much had the same sentiments I had. Like when he burned through Gear 4, I was actually pretty mad.
So was
I was like, bro, you're not like I don't know what he thought he was doing. Like you're not finna fight 2 Yonko, spam your hardest attacks and win. Like this is gonna be a battle of attrition. You're gonna be fighting for a while. Even if it's the 5 of you going up against Yonko, like y'all niggas gonna be fighting for a very long time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
so when his Gear 4 ran out, I was like, damn, I thought we overteamed this already.
I mean, part of me. So what? I guess I'll chime in here a little bit. So a couple things. This is like I said earlier. This is literally you walk into a boss fight with your full meter. You spam your best attacks immediately. And now you have no super meter, no special, no magic. He literally on his white gimmick. I'm gonna spam my best attacks, and I'm tired. Oh my lord! I was okay, right? So he did that, but I was like, "What was your plan? Like, why did you? What? I know Luffy's an ape, but did you like when you said I'm gonna finish this in a couple of chapters ago? Did you mean that? Like, nigga, that was not good. That wasn't gonna work. That wasn't gonna work. That wasn't it, bro. That wasn't it. Like you said, battle of attrition. You could be really good at any fighting game, but if you don't manage your meter properly, that will bite you in the ass. You have to have good meter management, bro. You can't just gas yourself out. Like, are you gonna gas yourself out and immediately go back into like Battle Man or Snake Man and do it again? Like, I don't know how much time went by. I had so many questions. I'm like, Luffy, please, for the love of Christ, this is not the time for this. But what shocked me, I guess, was like, I felt that with him getting better control and learning the advanced arm and hockey and stuff, he would just have better control over his hockey in general, which would either do two things: make his ability to be in Gear 4 be much longer. And I don't understand, like, this is a Yonko. I guess in a lot of ways, can you really hold back? Like, you have to go for Gear 4 immediately. So I'm not mad that he went into the form.
Yeah.
I just felt like he spent himself immediately. Like, he did.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Yeah. So, like, all I'm saying with that is, like, I think at the very least, what kind of upset me is that his time limit is the same. I thought maybe even with, like, the increase, I almost half expected him to correct law and say, like, no, now it only takes 5 minutes, you know? Like, It seems like in terms of his Gear 4 management, that has not improved in the slightest. And I thought maybe it was because he was using it a bit more often, which reminded me of when he started to use Gear 2 in spurts, right? And obviously, we know Gear 3, he had the drawback of when he deflates himself, he tiny. And eventually, he got over that. So I thought maybe this was the time where he was going to, if not get over the drawbacks of Gear 4, at least mitigate it. I'm not mad that he didn't. I'm just mad that he spent himself so fast. And I don't want this to be the 4 of them have to defend him until he gets his hockey back. You know what I'm saying? If this means... Because if Luffy is still moving... we know that from Oda said that from when Gats was carrying him, he didn't actually need anyone to hold him. He can still run around, jump around, and dodge and evade stuff, which we saw at Whole Cake Island. So it's like, yes, Gear 4 spends him, but the real drawback is no hockey, not that he can't move around and do shit. So if he's gonna be dodging and evading and doing his own thing while he's biding his time, which allows Kid, Law, Killer, and Zoro to shine more, totally fine with this. But if this is we must protect Luffy until he gets his hockey back, I'm not here for that, bro. Personally speaking, Zoro should have that mentality as his captain, but the other two, nah. The 3, nah. But go ahead.
Yeah, because it's like when he fought with Katakuri, like after Gear 4 ran out the first time and he was running when he came back to fight, he didn't use Gear 4 immediately, but like even on the peak of exhaustion, like it's like boxing. When you practice at your peak exhaustion, like certain combinations, you become able to rail off those combinations like forever. So I thought it was kind of like, okay, he used Snake Man when he was pretty much like on 10%, and he fought for a while. So okay, now when he uses Gear 4, he's not going to expend that much stamina. But I mean, I guess maybe it's because he went balls to the wall and used Gatling, which is a pretty taxing move. He just kind of lost himself for a second there.
It is what it is, but again, I think this is a good opportunity to let everyone else shine, which is okay. Like, if this means this is a time where Luffy has to just fall to the foreground or background, and dodge and evade for the most part, and maybe every once in a while Zoro comes with the "don't you attack my captain" type beat thing, cool with that. That's fine. But if this is all of them trying to protect him or having to protect him because his dumb ass spent himself immediately, bro, I'll probably be. At the end of the day, execution is everything. If it's done well, I probably won't be mad about it. But I don't want to see that right now because they're competing still. Killer's like, yo, we're taking hits. We're taking Kaido's head. And by the way, thank you, Law, for attacking Big. At what point was someone going to attack Big Mom? Just that's all I want. Thank you. Hit her with the counter shock. I'm like, oh, there we go. Like, did you all forget? Like, she there too. Like, attack that bitch. I need point guard Law. Yeah, Law's a point guard for real. He has to.
Yeah, Law's the only one with a brain. So
yeah,
he was like, hey, she got to calm all that shit down.
I want to give Killer credit, but Alpha, I don't know. He might have lost that brain. He might have lost it.
They did him dirty.
We don't need to see everyone acquiesce Luffy at all. I don't want to see this shit. This is like, I don't need that. But if it happens, I wouldn't be surprised. It is what it is. But because they looked like they were in awe when he was wailing on Kaido, which is why I appreciate Kid's comment. Like, okay, like he almost sounded low key relieved in a tough guy manner. Like, just draw back to that incredible power type beat. Like. And
he thought he could run that motor for a long time.
Yeah, he's like, shit, like that's kind of crazy. But it's funny because it reminds me of when Luffy and him and Law did their attacks, and then after he was using Gear 3, he was tiny too, and like, bro, what's good with you? Like, the drawbacks are almost like witnessed by them. So I thought it was funny to call back to Sabaody. That was good. What about CP0? What do you think about that? That was crazy to me.
Like, I thought it was just going to be, like, 1 or 2 agents. It seemed like it was, like, 5 of them deep in there. I was like, bro. Like, that had me thinking, like, if Luffy and them win, what's going to happen afterwards? Like, are they going to intervene? Or are they going to be like, all right, Straw Hat Luffy, you just took down a Yonko. Like, that's a bit much. You're going to have to come with us. Like, is something like that going to happen? Or, like, they just going to report back? Or, like, is somebody in CP0 that we've seen before? Because it seemed like, I was trying to see if they looked familiar, like the one dude with the monocle at the end, but I was like, no, I don't think I've ever seen him before.
I've seen the guy who was talking.
He was talking with Hirochi before.
Yeah, and I feel like I don't recall the guy who was just holding his mask. He might be familiar. I don't remember, but there was one I feel like I didn't recognize because I was trying to see to some degree if maybe Rob Lucci or any of them were there, but then I remembered it in my head, so I didn't say it in the live reaction of it. They were at Reverie, so they're probably busy. I don't think they got from Reverie that quick. What? Because I know Stussy was there, but I think it was Kaku and Lucci that we saw, and that was it, right? At Reverie, when Charlos came for Shirahoshi, I don't remember exactly who was there. I remember Rob Lucci, Kaku, and Stussy being there.
And Stussy, yeah. It was just those 3.
Yeah, but it seemed like, but the way they were talking, they almost were talking like they expected this to happen. I don't want to say they planned it. That would be a bit much in my opinion. That's kind of dumb, but almost like they have like a really good understanding of the situation. Like, yeah, this was inevitable since Dofi went down. They're like not surprised by any of that. Like, I thought that was interesting. Almost feels like they have like a good understanding of how things could turn out. But they ultimately do expect the Yonko to come up to triumph, to be triumphant though.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not really chilling. There was like Yonko, two of them fighting against these upstarts, and they lose. Impossible. And they just kept playing the game.
You said pirate on pirate crime? Yes, sir. Let's go. But yeah, yeah, I don't know, man. It was good. It was good though. It was a good chapter. A lot happened. Okay, so let's talk. We'll talk about the Orochi thing. I don't want Orochi to be alive. Do you think he's alive?
I want him to be alive because I felt like that was too easy. But I think he's dead. I think he's dead as hell.
Why Orochi's head have no blood? And the fuck I need to pay rent face. Kid think he the tall dude with the mask. Mid and dress was okay. Yeah, okay. That would be fascinating if they planned it. No, I don't. Yeah, they couldn't have possibly planned that, especially since, like, I was gonna say maybe they planned it. I think what it really is that like there was a certain level of inevitability with the Yonko clashing with the new generation that they saw coming. I think that's really what they're saying, especially with the way that Doflamingo went down because he was the gatekeeper of the new world in a lot of ways. Like he was holding back the reins of a lot of stuff because of his underground broker associations and connections. Not like, haha, three-dimensional chess. You fool! I knew that if I did this, then Luffy would come to. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. that would be too much. And that wouldn't even be consistent because they low key Orochi got the drop on them at one point in terms of their trading because Dofi went down and they had to go to Wano when Orochi was like, I got Kaido back in me, nigga. I'm good. Y'all have no leverage here, bitch. So. We'll have to see how that all plays out. But it's cool that they're here though. I want to see if they're gonna get involved into the action at all. That would be dope. Maybe they got some Roku, some Hachu on a Hachi Roku Shiki tech. That's a Roku Shiki. Roku means 6, but you know what I mean. Like maybe they got some other shit. What if they could spam like Roku guns, some shit? Like I don't know.
I would not be surprised. They called them the strongest cipher pull. I was like, damn.
Yeah. And you're right, Juice. Like, yeah. This is them just showing that they're a top intelligence agency. That's true. That's the showcase of that. Let's talk about Kid for a second, all right?
I want to like him. I want to.
All right.
I want to.
What do we think he could possibly do though? Like, what could save him? Like, what can he do? Like Law is getting the most out of that ability. Like I am so impressed with how I understand he's a doctor and everything, but shit, like that ability was made for him. Give that to anybody else, and they're just not using it that way. They think maybe Chopper to some degree. I don't know. Maybe Correa. I don't know. But like Law is putting that shit to work.
Yeah.
Yo, you give me kids fruit, I go stupid, crazy, dumb. I go idiot, dumb right now. Like. I don't know. Do you think the quality of metal he has matters to some degree? Like he said, this is junk and scraps. He don't care. Like, does that mean he has like, he carries some like fine-tuned adamantium, vibranium type shit with him? Like, what's going? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Do you think body bags are coming out now that Kaido's in his hybrid form? I think this is going to force the other captains to step up. So I think they're going to hold their own to some degree. I wouldn't be surprised if he just kind of one swings everybody. But I don't know, though. How do I know this is not his koi form? He gets some fucking gills on his neck. We'll see, though. We'll see. He has to do something. Kitty can swing at Big Mom or something. He's not strong enough to do shit based on what I've seen. Kid is there to call Killer's name. Classic cleanest may be the most useful ability in One Piece, and he's not doing anything. I don't know. I don't want to overreact because like it's so early. Like Kid, like you know what I'm saying. Like Kid has so much time to showcase what he can do, but it's like.
Y'all relax, man. He gonna do something.
Yeah, he's not hurt, so it's not like he's on his last leg. So we've seen everything he can do. You already brought out the
punk
rotten. That shit was raw. I like the design, You pulled out some wrestling suplexes and shit like that. I was like, okay, I see you. But I still need a little bit more from him. I need more.
Yeah, okay. I'm not caught up yet, but I'm going to just speak from what I know because that's the whole reason I'm sitting in here because I don't really care about spoilers or nothing like that. One Piece has been on my TL since fucking probably the day I've been born. So it don't matter. I've always seen the shit. But I just can't see. it'd be massively disappointing if we went through this whole entire arc and Kid don't do something fucking amazing, because it's just like since Kid's been there, he's been tied to Law, and we know what Law can do, and Luffy can do. He was the first nigga to get thrown in the jail cell and get locked up, and losing his arm, all et cetera, et cetera. There's no way that this guy got to get out of this arc without doing something that shit in this arc or something, or at least close to it. Top 2 or top 3 most important things. There's just no way. I can't see it.
Especially because of the way, like, I mean, I don't like using this word now because of the way the community has like run its course, but the portrayal when they were both in Udon, Luffy and Kid were competing with each other 24/7. Like, no, my stack was bigger. Nah, my stack was bigger.
And they were relatively even.
Yes, and then like they both had like, well, I mean, Kid had one arm at his disposal, but Luffy was still also recovering from his injuries, so like it was kind of like even to say. And they got like a little mutual respect thing going on, because like Luffy was like, so what, would you want to team up or something? And Kid was like, fuck no. And then Luffy was like, yeah, I don't want to team up neither, Like, they got that little mutual respect of pirates going on right now. So I would at least like to believe they're somewhat close to the same level.
I don't think he's as strong as Luffy, but I don't think he's lagging behind by such a degree that it should be like, so lopsided, if that makes sense. At least based on how he's shown and portrayed them, at the very least. Like, on paper, as far as I'm concerned, none of these niggas are as strong as Luffy, because I've seen what he had to go through to get here, but,
And I'm gonna keep saying it, man. Kid not no bitch. Like, he done ran into Yonko 3 times on his journey, and he's still kicking.
I'm not gonna lie, that nigga be getting cooked. He be having bad luck. It's not even like that he's not good. I'm not gonna lie, I used to run my agenda on him. That shit was funny as fuck.
I still do. But I always said I want him to be good though. But Luffy, when Luffy got one shot, I kept the same energy though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Kaido put that nigga fucking the lock. He good. He out of here. So, Kid. I think Kid's gonna do something amazing. When it's all said and done, I think he will have his time in himself. Cause like you said, man, he's also just they gotta get him back something. He's running to Yonko 3 times now. Like, come on, bro. Like, if you're not gonna give him something now, when are you gonna give him something?
I need the hockey start blooming or something.
Luffy and them was like, hold on, the new world wilding a little bit. We can't really keep up. Let's take a break. We come back when we got our heads together and got our britches about us. Mm-hmm. And Kid was like, nah, fuck that. I'm gonna keep going. One Yonko stopped me. What that mean? Nothing. Go to another Yonko, still don't mean nothing. No, I respect that. It's kind of dumb, but I respect it.
like I was saying, like when it comes to, I remember at one point a huge argument was, what is the best way to enter the new world? And I was just like, to me they're not different. This like what Kid did just reminds me of like online players. Like, you buy Street Fighter, you go online and you just learn by getting your ass beat. That's how you get better. Through the trial and tribulation, getting your ass beat. Whereas Luffy would do what I do. He go lab, learn his spacing, learn his combos, and all that shit, and then get accustomed to his character, then go online. And what usually happens is you kind of mop the competition until you get to a certain tier. So until you get to a Doflamingo tier, he wasn't really struggling in the new world, right? You know what I'm saying? So that's really, to me, they're even in that sense. But let me comment real quick. So it sounds like Kid would take a more supportive role, quite frankly. I'm unsure about his raw strength at the moment. I think his raw strength is probably as strong as Luffy's, from what I can tell. Just like in raw attack power. But if he doesn't care about the metal, it won't really impact Kaido. I think like Big Mom maybe. She doesn't have the skill. But Big Mom has like the iron balloon thing. Because the only time we saw her bleed was when the Mother Caramel
when she had a mental breakdown.
Yeah. Kid is Gohan. So much talent, ain't do shit. No.
Hey, hold on.
Y'all misunderstand Gohan too much. I get you.
Exactly.
I understand Gohan, the agenda. I hear you, but y'all misunderstand Gohan. He was always a pacifist.
Hold on. These things done got me riled up now. Gohan don't like to fight. Okay, he don't enjoy that shit. But when he get pushed, he will put niggas in the dirt. He has done it time and time again since he was 4 years old. Respect Gohan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's not quite the same. Gohan had feast until literally Earth was in peace.
The nigga Gohan was a toddler, and his power level was higher than Goku's. Leave him alone.
I'm gonna need Kid to pick up that big ass sword and go to work. I hope Kid puts in work. Just hasn't been on par with the other Supernova. Yeah, I actually feel like so far he's looked the worst. I even think what Killer did with whatever the fuck that was, Sonic Scythe, was impressive. Instead of playing the One Piece world using metal, I need him to bend Napoleon or something. But even Kaido's his bat. Why did I remember the name for it? I can't remember the name for it right now, but that's metal, right? Isn't it? Yo, push the shit out of his hand. You try to swing that shit and go yoinks? Give me that!
Bro, why does that shit just spawn every time he changes?
I know, like, where is he keeping that shit? They can just turn back into regular form, like, I got the bat now. Like, bro, you were not holding that shit. I love One Piece. They have video game pockets. It's so funny. We're gonna get a chapter where Kid goes dummy and Killer explains the death fruit. I actually do feel like because we don't have the name and the quote unquote official explanation of his ability yet, there's gonna come that moment, like when Smoker started to describe it on Punk Hazard. So that hasn't happened yet. So that's true. So maybe that's gonna get a showcase. My thing is this: I need to do something cool, interesting, and show like variety with his ability, not just making big shit, big Gundams. Like that's not enough for me personally. If that is what it is, and he can still put in work like that, well, it is whatever. You know, I want. It's because I said it's Vati. You know, I want him to somehow manipulate the electromagnetic spectrum. That might be a stretch, but that's fine. But if he can make Punk Gibson or Punk Rotten, and that's like a bigger cockpit, and he's using that with junk metal or scrap, what I was saying is if he has better metal on him to some degree, could he make a sleeker suit of armor on some Iron Man shit? And the way that he has to move is using attraction and repulsion. The same way that Luffy has to constantly bounce in Bound Man, maybe he has to move by constantly pulling and pushing himself with magnetism, which can be the drawback, but it hatches him physically and defensively. Because it seems like Punk Rotten is pretty slow. He can't dodge nothing. He don't really care. He'll just reform him with the other metal that he brought. I don't know. I just need something. That's all I'm saying. Luffy has made the ability to stretch and be rubber, to me, fun. Because every other nigga that uses it is garbage. Now, I know, Miss Elastigirl got the wagon, yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? But still, meh usability of it. Mr. Fantastic, he's smart. He's smart. But, you know what I'm saying? Reed Richards, whatever to me. Plastic Man, still, he's funny, but But Luffy made rubber and stretching to me look fun, legitimately cool. Gear 2nd. Gear 3rd, Gear 4th, come on now. Like, that's creative. That's getting creative with your ability. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, Pat, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to say, Elastigirl, that first Incredibles movie, she was doing some things.
My point is that, like I was there for her. Like, what she was doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Got the wagon, the dump truck, but... Jesus Christ, he gave her too much ass. But yeah. Bad matchups, maybe I could see Kid. Oh, yeah, because Kid is lightning. I was saying if she was going to continue using Shiva's domain, I was wondering if he would make a lightning rod to maybe be able to attract the lightning away from him, because that's not a good thing for him. But yeah, being Gundam mode is not enough. I need more.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you. Like, I don't really want to call him Magneto light though, because like Magneto is intelligent, no, very much so. Uh-oh. And it's like, comparing somebody like him who's a god with his ability to Kid who's an ape. It's like, it's like we expecting a little bit too much.
Facts.
And I don't want to raise my expectations so high and he don't meet it. I get disappointed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. At the end of the day, good chapter. He'll get his moment. I'm confident he'll get his moment. I need to see him do some hockey though. What the fuck? I know there's conquerors. Ain't used
no hockey yet.
Yeah, like bro, Law either, like bro. I mean, at least I've seen Law do it, so I know he can. But Law, bro, put some hockey on that sword, nigga.
Nah, bro, they on their crocodile gimmick right now.
I know.
Don't try to do it without it.
Crocodile has no excuse for that
either. Or die right now.
Yeah, he goes into New World. But no, it is what it is though. That's really what I'm saying, Juice. Like, it doesn't have to be like smart and like on the level of Magneto, but like I need to show some creativity with its power. I guess that's all I'm saying. I don't know. But it's a good chapter. I had fun. What Luffy did, you fucking monkey. That wasn't it. Don't do that shit again. You have any closing thoughts? Wrap it up.
Whatchamacallit? When Big Mom saw the way Kaido was getting wailed on, she was like, wait a minute.
What's happening? Yeah.
She like, this the same nigga where in Whole Cake I blocked him and he went out that far. He going off like this.
Kid hasn't even used Haki in the filler in the movies. I think Stampede came out a little bit before we learned that he was a conqueror. I could be wrong though. I could be remembering that wrong.
It came out after.
After we learned that? But it was in production beforehand, really, what I meant.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but it was produced.
Yeah, like the
I
movie
don't
was
think
done. They were
yet.
gonna go back in there to be like, let's add a conqueror scene. It's too late. Like the movie was done, you know? Like next movie you'll probably see it. So that's fair. But we didn't talk about Enma at all. Did you have any comments on the Enma thing? I know we're not annoying about it, so I don't mind if you want to chime about the Enma stuff. Did you?
I mean,
Does Zoro suck? I'm joking. Is he being carried by Enma?
y'all know me, but the audience don't know me like that. Like, favorite One Piece characters, Sanji, #1, forever and always. Like, my favorite character in fiction. Then Luffy is #2, and Zoro's #3. Like, I'm not, no, you have to pick a side. It's either SP0 or Zoro killing Kaido Club. Like, no. They both raw. They both cool. They both great at what they do.
Yeah.
And they both the best wingmen of all time. Like, if Zoro do something, I'm gonna get excited. Like, I know some of them niggas be watching my videos like, look, he hates Zoro low key, and he's trying to mask it. Like, no, I'm genuinely excited.
You see me getting a Laz sometimes. The Laz just be like, I think you're supposed to be a Zoro fan. Why are you holding back? Bro, leave Laz alone, nigga. Like, what the fuck is good with you? So fucking weird. But yeah.
Damn, they be making y'all pick sides. Damn, that's crazy.
I have literally no horse in this race. So
Yeah.
I like both niggas equally. I'd probably like Sanji a bit more though. But I've liked Sanji longer than I've liked Zoro. But the thing is, I've never thought Sanji was stronger than Zoro. Even from the pre-type skip, I always thought Zoro was stronger. I just liked Sanji a little more. Because Sanji I liked from the rip. I didn't like Zoro until Whiskey Peak. I'm like, bro, you better be the best swordman and you just swinging them shits. I don't respect him. I don't respect him.
I like both. I
like both. Either. I'm just saying. Like,
Sanji do be wildin' for me sometimes. I'd be like, son, you gotta put down the typical key down for a second, son. Like that every time. But I'll say this. Up until the parts where he be struggling, he got his little arc where he's struggling. Sanji always came through when he needed to come through, and he always did things that, cause like he is subtly way smarter than the niggas probably give him credit for.
He is.
And nigga always coming up with schemes and always doing shit that, like, if they didn't have that nigga doing that, they would have not gotten through the arc. And he always comes through when he needs to come through. You don't never have to worry about that nigga. He always did what he needed.
When he got Crocodile out of Rain Dinners too? Come on, man.
Yeah, I said the only thing you gotta do for Sanji is just remove any women in the vicinity. How old or how young.
Honestly, ever since the New World, the woman thing is not really a factor. Like, they try to trap him using that gimmick, but he always makes it work in his favor. Because in Dressrosa, Viola fell for him, and then she was like, I can actually trust this dude. Like, he's not just falling for women because he's an idiot. He's actually a true-bred gentleman to his core. Or same thing with, like, in Whole Cake, when Pudding was going to assassinate him, like, she got the first compliment she had ever received in her life on her eye. And what she do? She fell for him.
Yeah. And
it just came out naturally. Like, it wasn't like he was baiting for his life or something like that. Nah, it's just who he is.
I like that. Zoro is a flex. Sanji's a finesse. I'm gonna have to steal that. And I'll give you credit.
Yes, sir.
And I'll give you credit. I'm joking. I'll give you credit, obviously. I'm joking. That was fine. Now you're gonna cover the SBS. Okay. Oh shit. We can talk about that. I wasn't thinking about it. Let me pull up what Artur Library of O'Hara had real quick though. I saw the Sanji thing. Like if he lives right, he looks like Zeph. If not, he looks like Chudge. That was good. That was good. I like that. I hear what you're saying with the Spider Lady, but you don't know how that's gonna play out yet, because he might be able to work his charm on her too in that way, in that facet. I would say the only person that completely didn't work on was like Khalifa.
Yeah.
Khalifa. Back in thing, but like I hear what you're saying, like in the sense that like in the long run, it's paid off because what happened with Pudding and what happened with Viola, even though initially it looks bad. But I don't know, man. Like again, I like that. Zoro's the flex, Sanji's the that's a bar, man. That's a bar.
It is.
That's it. That's it right there. You know me, I like both characters pretty much equally. I probably would just say I like Sanji a bit more because he makes me laugh more. It's the same reason why I like Usopp.
Now, the Hemmings, is that you enjoying One Piece content?
Oh,
How dare you?
oh shit!
How dare you?
I'm having fun. Oh no, I forgot.
Your stance
I forgot the
out
rules.
in control, bro.
I forgot.
We got him.
We're not allowed to have fun with One Piece. And that's not allowed. I'm not allowed to.
How dare you say this is the best content you ever seen? You are capping right now.
Was there anything in the SBS that's like important, or was it more like fun facts type stuff?
Fun facts. Like and one person said if Zoro had devil fruit, he wouldn't really have a devil fruit. His swords would.
Yeah. Library of Ohara. I'm gonna just pull it up just in case and talk about it a little bit. I remember going through it, but I was like, yeah, this was like one of those things where I just had fun like thinking. And somebody on my TL got like really upset at Sanji getting the swim fruit. I'm like, bro, this didn't even happen. This is hypothetical. What the fuck? What the fuck are you upset about? He doesn't have the fruit. What's going? Like, I don't know. It was weird.
Bro, what?
I don't know. He's basically like, I do not accept Sanji having the swim fruit. I'm like, bro, it's not that.
I mean, even if he did, like, it would work pretty much well with what he does. Like, he's stealth, espionage. Yeah. He's always like behind the scenes. It would work perfectly. I don't really see the problem.
Yeah, we see Law eating the umeboshi. We did get to see Killer and Kid's like first love interest. I remember that. That was kind of dope. He drew that. He was something about Conqueror's Hockey. Is Gear? Oh, I guess. Okay, I remember the Gear 4 thing. Like, would there be a Gear 5th too? First of all, why just written in like someone written this in crayon? Like, why did he write it like that? But I don't think Gear 5 is a thing yet. Personally speaking, I think people are reading into that. I think Oda's just playing around. He's playful like that. He straight up lied about Sabo, so I don't know. Let me think. Some pervy stuff, and then I think here he was talking about the devil fruit thing. I'm trying to find it. So he would get the Kaido's fruit for Zoro. So but it would be his swords, model or whatever. Mm-hmm. He would get Nami would get the Goro Goro no Mi, which I think would be cool. But I think that'd be one of those things where somebody weak has a good power. Personally speaking. Poke no Mi, the pocket fruit with the infinite thing for Usopp makes a lot of sense to me. So he could just pull out everything whatever he needs. Video game pocket. Swim fruit for Sanji because he's the most covert person there, alongside with like I get maybe Robin was fine, and the arms fruit for Frankie was like a no-brainer. That makes sense.
Because like I know people are gonna be like, no, he should have the invisible fruit because he always wanted. I'm like, bro, he has a raid suit now. You don't need that shit no more.
Yeah. he could literally do both now. Like what? Like you could see someone swimming in the ground, but you don't even see them. Like what's going on? Just some twist is happening, right? But I'm trying to think of anything else super interesting in there, but I can't really find anything that I think was like super important. Odachi, I have a question. In chapter 962, Daimyo and Vassal, a young Izo can be seen wielding a katana while Kiki wields a gun. Oh no, he was just holding it. I remember that. Yeah, so there's nothing serious. Well, yeah, I have no problem with SBSs at all though. They're fine. I had a problem with the Viver cards. That shit was whack. Damn shit was trash.
They're not properly translated, so there's just one person translating in his spare time.
Yeah,
and these niggas take it, use it as facts, run with it. I tell them all the time.
Yeah.
If you're not bringing up something from the manga, don't talk to me. I don't want to hear about the Vivid card said this, so it's facts. No, it's not. Get the fuck out of my face.
Let me. So now that the Marines have admirals, vice admirals, captains, but when I think the fleet admiral is the one at the top, in what order are the others graded? So he ordered these here for anyone who didn't know. I think he did this before. Not the first time we did it, but chore boy, seaman recruit, seaman apprentice, seaman first class, petty officer, chief petty officer, master chief petty officer, warrant officer, ensign. Lieutenant Junior Grade, Lieutenant Commander, Commander, Captain, Commodore, Rear Admiral, Vice Admiral, Admiral, Fleet Admiral. Extra. Sengoku was formerly the Fleet Admiral and now was the Inspector General. Kuzan is whatever. And the S Drake is a thing where like she's soaring or whatever. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there wasn't anything here that someone asked about them being card names, which we knew I think we realized that when we saw Hold'em. Like yeah. Somebody followed. I appreciate that.
I mean, when Jack was introduced, if you didn't get it then, I don't know what to tell you.
Jack Queen thing.
If you didn't get it then, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Because Doflamingo was literally Joker.
Yeah. When Kobe puts Bo in his shirt, I don't want to see that. we're not doing that here. Yeah, that's it. I don't think else to say about the chapter. It was good. We're not on break, so we're gonna be back next week. That's fire. I might do a kid video this week though, talking about expectations, potential, what maybe he can and can't do. Maybe I won't. I don't know, but we'll see. That's all I got to say.
It's time to shine, man.
Yeah, this is his moment, man. Luffy done used all his fucking energy, so. It is what it is. Swim through with Sanji's speed, and the way that he can swim in the water too, with maybe like blue walk. Could he incorporate blue walk into like concrete walk type shit? Like it'd be cool. It'd be cool. But yeah. I'm still banking on Robin saving Sanji. Same.
Sanji the most versatile air, land, and sea. Oh
shit.
Blue walk, sky walk, concrete walk.
Yeah, that's crazy. The Izo thing is actually lit. Yeah. I mean, Izo said, yo, I'm not good with the guns. Yo, pass me the toolie. This ain't a game. This ain't Call of Duty. So, I'll never forget that line. I'll never even laugh every time I hear it. But, Kobe the same level as Tashigi? Oh my god, that's crazy. I don't know about that.
Wait, hold on. Alright, now we gotta respect Kobe.
What do I think about my man Zoro? If we said it before, it might be. I mean, I'll repeat it before we end it off. But I'm not into the Zoro Sanji or Zoro versus Kaido discourse like everyone else is. I just like Zoro because Zoro was fucking cool. He's cool. Like I like what he did. I have never had a problem with Enma from the get go. So I never thought it was a good or bad thing. Like it's a new sword. It is what it is. This sword has an ability that he has to learn how to use, and it's cool. I love the moment that he had. So he said, "Yo, what you thinking to my captain, nigga? Open that mouth." So yes, sir.
He really tried to eat Luffy though. Like I was like, huh?
That's what I was like, bro. What happened? Like, when do you go back? Like, how do you digest it? Like, do people taste good? Like, bro, we gonna spit them out? I had so many questions when he ate that nigga. He tried to eat Killer too. Jay was in the mud about Sanji this chapter. Oh man, I don't know. Again, sometimes you have to just let shit play out. Like, I still feel like Robin is gonna be the one to have to deal with Black Maria, for the most part. Personally speaking, I still think I would personally love if Sanji fought King. Like I said earlier, I think I said this in the Getty Cool Brothers, because then King and Sanji could have an aerial battle because he could skywalk, right? And I want to see some more battles take place in the air. I appreciate Luffy and Luffy for that fact. I don't care if it's Queen though. That's fine with me, or Jack, or whatever. I think that's fine, but I always feel like it'd be really interesting if he actually gets to fight King. So he fights the quote-unquote strongest executive while everyone else is on the rooftop. But what did Jay say about Enma? Zoro's only landed 2 name attacks and Kaido so far. The first one did nothing. Enma is a power-up. Yeah, it's a power-up, but I never thought it wasn't. That's fine. Like, I guess, like, I feel like that some people are like, it's a power-up. Ha! You see? And I'm like, I never thought it wasn't. So, like, with me, it's not, like, I'm not like Jay or like Matt or those guys or VG or whatever. Like, I'm literally not a Zoro stan or Sanji stan. I like both characters relatively evenly, and I enjoy when they both do cool shit, and I laugh when they do funny shit, and if they do something I don't agree with, I'll critique it. That's literally as simple as that. I'm not like in there like that. So it is what it is. I don't get into that. That's not my thing. So like, I'm not the place. Like, if you love that, like Sanji versus Zoro or, you know, ZKK thing, I'm not the guy for that. I'm way too like relaxed, and I'm just not in there. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
I'm not here for that shit.
I'm not the guy for that. It's just
what I finna tell you.
Yeah.
When I finish in this lobby, we'll probably do the fucking thing. So
Okay.
well, I don't know. I'll probably finish that today. by latest tomorrow.
Right.
So either I'll let y'all know. But if I finish by reasonable time today, then we'll fucking do it today. But if not, then we'll do it.
Yeah, Enma being a pirate isn't a bad thing. Like I said, I'll just repeat this one last time. Maybe I'll make a video on it, so I have somewhere to have it documented. But it's just like the raid suit and Enma's a power up. But the thing about it is, these aren't common items that anyone could just use. Remember that one guy that one day on Twitter was like acted like anyone could pick up a raid suit, like that shit wasn't biometrically locked to his DNA. That was funny. Like it's a common drop item. Like if I just found a raid suit, I can use it and work it. Like Sanji didn't even know how to use it. He had to figure out how to accelerate. He learned that it made him tougher and he could turn invisible. Like he didn't know he had to learn that, right? So. It's a power up, yes. External has made him stronger, but he still has to figure out the ins and outs of it. So, I'm totally fine with that. And the same thing with Zoro. Now, this is the first sword I would say he got with an ability. But like I said earlier, a lesser swordsman would pick that up and have his haki sucked out and fucking die. You know. So the fact that he could already just wield it is a testament to how strong and how much willpower he has immediately. Then him learning how to temper that and how to actually release as much of the power as Enma can through his haki and shit is something that he's learning. He was training to do and learning on the fly to the point when he first attacked Kaido, he said, "No, I have to use more of Enma's power." Second time he did it, he missed. That this time he hit him. So it's like. I don't see it's one of those things where depending on what side you're on, people are just saying dumb shit and are going blind to the fact on the other side to push an agenda. I don't have a dog in this race, so I don't care. They're both power ups, they're both fine, and I love the raid suit. I wanted Sanji to get a raid suit, and I'm totally fine with Enma being Zoro's sword because when we learned about the Black Blade thing, I felt that now him having Shusui was cheap. Because he didn't kind of earn the stripes. You know what I'm saying? Like he was carrying a veteran's medal, if you will, without going to war. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, yeah. When will we see a Rinnegan Zoro? Stop it. Stop it. So, yeah. Naya is an ape, but a smart ape who lets the wild ones fight each other. CP0 wise. See what I'm saying? You gotta be an intellectual ape. You gotta be like Caesar. Gotta return to monk. But alright. If you guys didn't see my live reaction, I'll definitely check it out. I put it out later than usual. I had to fix an audio problem. I realized that I cut one part and I had muted it to hear something else for a second. I never turned it back on, so 6 minutes of the video was just muted, so I had to unupload it and re-upload it after. But check out my live reaction. Thank you guys for kicking it for today. I'm gonna stream on Sunday. Zoro said that Zoro lost. Yeah, he said he lost his eye. So I think, but again, he had lied though, Loki, about Asabo being dead or whatever. So we'll see what happens. But it's kind of crazy how Luffy has been saved at least 5 times in Chapter 1001. Yeah, he's in full ape mode right now. But it is what it is. I hope he smartens up when he gets his hockey back and thing. But well, actually, real quick, Pat, do you think that Luffy needs to just get generally stronger in his base form? Like he's too weak in it, because I feel like his jump from Gear 4th from his to his regular form to Gear 4th is substantial. I thought he was starting to mitigate that because I felt like with Katakuri, he was fighting him better and better in his base form and then pulled out Snake Man. So and when he first hit Kaido in his regular form, I thought maybe he was gonna start off in his base form. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same page with you because like when he hit him with that red rock, I was like, okay. You're going to be fighting in base form for a while. Then the next chapter was like Gear 4. I was like, oh, well, that's that.
Yeah. All right.
But I'm kind of confused because like a lot of people are saying that he's using Ryu-Oh and hitting him while he's in Gear 4. That's why he's hurting him now. But like when he used Ryu-Oh, it was like a special effect kind of.
Yeah, like you could like without them saying he used some different type of hockey, I can visually identify this attack was different from anything he's ever done. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He needs to I do think like one of the things he's doing really poorly with a lot of hockey stuff is he's not showing it. Well, especially with observation. Like, I was saying the anime, I think the first time I booked this was the Heart of Gold special, when Mad Treasure ship was camouflaged and they all sensed him, and he had like the zone, like the zone from Kuroko no Basket, Stream of Light.
That shit was clean.
So that let me know they sensed it to observation hockey without me having to hear them say that through exposition. Like, I need a visual indicator of Ryoyu being used. Because even the anime, I feel like when he's using it, it's all like flowery and like cherry blossom. You know what I'm saying? Like you need to make it visually distinct, Oda. Because as far as I'm concerned, he's just wailing on Kaido in Gear 4th and not using Ryoyu. But he's stronger in general, so maybe now he could just kind of get to the scales. I don't know, but yeah. Luffy's
I want to know, like, maybe he hasn't mastered it yet, so he has to like pick and choose when he can use it. If it's like very taxing.
Okay, that would make sense to me. I think someone said that earlier in the chapter. That maybe it's either very taxing or he can't do that well. There's a level of focus he has to be able to do in order to kind of use it. He hasn't mastered it yet, so as he's learned to kind of use it, like maybe like. You know, you learn a new type of shot, but in a game you only hit it like 5 out of 10 times type beat. You know, it's not at the percentage you want it yet, but you can still use it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Anyways,
he first used it with like 9 days left to go.
Yeah.
On the radar Onigashima. I don't think he learned it in that time. But yeah.
All right, we out though. Thank you guys for coming.